Welcome back. Day 3 of the Well Revolution. How are you both feeling?
Good.
Yeah? Good. How was your day yesterday? Sarah, I know I saw you last night at the chill out sessions and haven't, but how did you feel yesterday throughout the day? Oh, you're on mute.
Well, I loved the Pilates. It was much more. I don't know what I was expecting. I've never done it before, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, and then what I found is actually using the I mean, I'm pretty good at kind of writing down kind of what I want to do during the day and things like that. But I don't always do it. You know, it's that consistency bit.
Definitely.
And I think that's what this week has been really helpful, is kind of holding yourself accountable. And also, like, looking back, you never do, you very rarely give yourself time to do that bit of self-reflection.
Definitely.
And actually what went well, what didn't. And actually the affirmation I find really good. Because I think as women, you always put everyone else first. So having an affirmation for yourself is, it's quite powerful, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Really good.
Definitely. How did you feel yesterday, Rebecca?
Really good.
Yeah.
Very productive. And I got to mid-late afternoon and I realised I was actually living rather than surviving.
Oh.
And so that was a real breakthrough moment for me after many months of living in a lot of pain. So that was really exciting. And like Sarah was saying around your tasks, I've always done lists, and I think what this is teaching me is to break your list down. Don't overwhelm yourself with lots and lots of stuff, and actually you end up achieving more.
Definitely. We love lists. Humans like to give ourselves extra things to do. We like to overcomplicate things, and actually when you start kind of going, hang on, if I don't have to do that, so if I just take that out, actually I suddenly feel a lot better about everything else that I do have to do, because it just takes all of that unnecessary stress off that we've kind of put on ourselves, So welcome Lucy, good morning. How are you this morning?
Morning. I'm very envious of both of you talking about your productive and relaxed days. I should have come yesterday and I didn't, and then you get in a vicious cycle because it just continues as it was, which is hectic at the moment. So hoping for better today.
Definitely. And do you know what? This is the other thing I'm learning as well, because oftentimes if our day doesn't start that well, we think, oh, that's it, the rest of the day is going to be rubbish. And I'm learning to kind of go, no, actually, do you know what? Okay, so the day didn't start the way I wanted it to, but there's still the rest of the day to go, and I still have time to turn it around. So maybe actually I'm going to take a couple of minutes, I'm going to go and make myself a cup of tea. That's my go-to, if I haven't got a lot of time, I'll be I'm going to make a cup of tea and I'm just going to step away from whatever it is I'm doing, make a cup of tea, actually watch the kettle boil and watch as the water pours in and the water changes colour, and smell it, and then maybe go outside and have a look at my garden and just check that everything's okay, and it just brings me back into the here and the now. And then it means when I go back to the chaos I feel much more in control again, more proactive instead of reactive, and less overwhelmed, and that's kind of the whole point, So even on those days where you think, oh god, it's going to be a bad day, you can totally turn it around. So this morning we have got our Power Yoga, and Power Yoga, I always feel like people see that word or hear that word and they kind of go, oh my god, it's going to be like a crazy yoga workout. First of all, yoga is not a workout. It is an entire philosophy, and the physical practice is really just a tiny, tiny fraction of that whole philosophy. If we think about the 8 limbs of yoga, which again is just one part of the many philosophies of yoga, the physical practice, the asana, is one of those 8 limbs. It's 1/8. So it's tiny, and yet we put so much emphasis on the physical practice, which is kind of strange and interesting. But yeah, we're going to be moving our bodies this morning. We're going to take some time to breathe. We're going to tap into a certain pranayama practice, pranayama being breath work essentially. And then we're going to finish by coming down into shavasana. We won't be there for too long because I don't want you to be too relaxed so you get nothing done today. But we'll stay in shavasana for a few moments just to come back into our bodies and back into ourselves. And really this morning is all about the power of the pause, because really, we, as with everything in life, we spend a lot of our time, our physical practice in yoga, I've noticed from watching people and myself, we're almost in a rush to get from the shape that we're in to the next shape, that we end up, again, not being in the moment, not being present in that shape, and actually just kind of maybe exploring that shape a little bit more, staying in it a little bit longer, breathing into the spaces, and appreciating actually and noticing how it feels in our body, and noticing actually, do I even like this shape? Is this comfortable for me? And if it's not, do I want to explore that discomfort, or do I just want to come out of this completely and go somewhere else? So that's what we're going to be doing today. And as always with all of my yoga practices, because you've all practiced with me in person, you are your own yoga leader. You have full autonomy of your body. So if at any point something doesn't feel good, don't do it. Don't do it. Come into your happy shape, whatever that may feel like for you. And if you're still not sure what your happy shape is, feel free to try mine, which is wide knee child's pose. Or a nice alternative that I'm really still enjoying at the moment is kneeling. If you end up spending the next 20-30 minutes in shavasana or in child's pose or in any shape and you don't move, that's fine, because that's obviously what you need. So just go to where feels good this morning, and let's get started. So bring yourself onto your mat. I have got a playlist which I'm going to pop in the chat box. So whilst we're just getting ourselves set up, so it's there in the chat box. If you want, you can hit play. You're all on mute, so we won't end up freaking each other out with the weird echoes that we get. This is Bindi. This is Bindi. Hello, boo boo. Come on, you need to go out of my video now. The other one, Gizmo, is asleep on the sofa. A nuclear bomb could go off and he would literally not even raise his head. Okay, so comfortable seated position, whatever that may feel like for you. Cross-legged is always a well-known one, but it's not comfortable for everyone. So maybe legs out straight, or perhaps mermaid. So where the foot comes into the thigh and the other leg comes out behind you, or maybe kneeling. This is also cool. I'm going to take my legs out straight actually for a change. So comfortable seated position. And just take a moment to come back to your breath. And if you've got that playlist in the chat box, feel free to hit play at any point. Maybe bring the hands down to the knees and roll the shoulders back and down. And come back to your breath. Notice where it's landing and how it's feeling. Maybe it's higher up in the torso. Maybe it's a little bit lower down. We're halfway through the week. So maybe your breath has started to deepen a little bit. We're going to tap into our ocean breath, more commonly known as Ujjayi breath, where we breathe in through the nose and we notice that sound that it makes as it hits the back of our throat. And then we exhale through the nose in exactly the same way. We hear that audible sound as that exhale hits the back of our throat. So we're going to take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, empty those lungs. And then take an inhale through the nose and notice that sound as the air hits the back of your throat. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in and out. And take 3 more rounds here at your own pace. And on your next inhale, bring those hands down by the sides, raise that left arm all the way up. And as you exhale, take a lean over to the right. Notice that stretch down the left side of the body. And inhale into the spaces on the ribs on the right side. Exhale through the nose. Tapping into that ocean breath. Noticing how it sounds like the waves crashing against the shore. Take another inhale. And exhale. Breathe in, take it all the way up to center. As you exhale, lean over to the other side. Feel that stretch down the right side of the body. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, come back to center. Okay, bring yourself into a tabletop position. So knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Spread those fingers nice and wide. So really like you're high-fiving someone. Evenly distribute that weight in the shoulders down to the hands. And try not to dump down into those hips, so don't relax too much here. Draw the belly button in towards the spine, shoulders roll back and down away from the ears. Slight bend to the elbows, so we're not locking out those elbow joints. Take an inhale, lift the head, lift the heart for cow. Exhale, draw the center of the spine towards the sky for cat. And stay anchored to your ocean breath here. Inhale, lift the head, lift the heart. Allow the belly to relax here as the lungs fill with air. Exhale, draw the belly button in towards the spine for cat. Expel all of that carbon dioxide. And take 3 more rounds here at your own pace, in time with your own breath. Maybe even pause before rushing to the next shape. And then curl the toes under. Lift into down dog. Don't worry so much about those heels touching the ground here. That's not the goal. This is a back bend. So think about bringing a slight bend to those knees. Draw those hips skywards. Imagine that sun is literally shining out of your backside because he's hiding outside, quite frankly. Notice the stretch down the back of the legs. Notice how your hips feel. And then think about your spine. Lengthen through those arms, through those fingertips, and notice that stretch and that space created between the shoulder blades. And then start to take that dog for a walk here. Pedal through those feet. Again, don't worry about those heels touching the ground. And if down dog doesn't feel good, we can stay in all fours in tabletop. And then slowly, slowly start to walk the feet in towards the hands, all the way up to the top of your mat. Come into a full forward fold. Take a moment here. And if it feels good, keep those hands to the ground, or hold on to the opposite elbows. Take a gentle sway from side to side. Allow the head, neck and shoulders to relax. And then slowly come all the way up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head, neck and shoulders come up last. Palms face forwards. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, sit down in your chair, ground down through the heels, arms to the sky. Holding here. Take an inhale. Exhale, maybe sink a little bit lower. 2 more times. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, bring those hands behind the back, interlace those fingers. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down, gaze straight ahead. Ground down through those heels. Take an inhale. Exhale, maybe sink a little bit lower. You're going to feel this in those quads. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up to the sky, and if it feels good, stay here, or if it delights you, lift up onto those heels. Exhale, bring the hands behind once more, interlace those fingers, shoulders roll back and down. Hold here. Take an inhale. Exhale. One more time. Exhale, release, bring it all the way down to a full forward fold. Inhale, half lift, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, full forward fold, step back into down dog. Take that dog for a little walk here. Inhale, raise the right leg to the sky, bend the knee, and then draw that knee in towards the nose, step down and through. We're going to set up for high lunge. So make sure the knee is above the ankle, both feet face the top of the mat, back heel lifted. When you feel grounded, safe and secure, bring those arms all the way up, high lunge. And we can widen the stance here so we can take the feet to the long edges of the mat if we want to. Hold here. Exhale through the nose. Maybe sink a little bit lower into those hips. Walk that front foot forwards if you need to. Inhale. Exhale. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, hinge forwards at the hips to about 45 degrees. Keep those arms straight, lengthen through those fingertips. And if it feels good, stay here, or if it delights you, lift up that front heel. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Exhale, lower that heel down. Bring the hands down through heart center. We're going to take a twist to the right. Twist from the waist. Don't worry about hooking that elbow by that that right knee. Gaze straight over those hands. Hold here. Take an inhale. Exhale. One more time. Exhale, come back to center, arms to the sky on an inhale. Exhale, frame that front foot, step back into down dog. Take that dog for a little walk here. Shift the weight forwards to high plank. Drop the knees for me here. Exhale, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, rise up through cobra. Lift back into down dog. Take that dog for a little walk. Inhale, raise the left leg to the sky, bend the knee. Draw that knee in towards the nose, step down and through. We're going to set up for high lunge on the other side. Make sure you feel grounded, safe and secure. Knee above the ankle, arms to the sky. Hold here, take an inhale. Exhale. One more time. And as you exhale, hinge forwards at the hips, 45 degrees. So if someone was to draw a line from those fingertips to that back heel, it would be completely straight. Take another inhale. And exhale. And if it feels good, stay here. Or if it delights you, lift that front heel. Keep the knee above the ankle. Hold here. Take an inhale. Exhale. Focus on one spot for stability. One more time. Exhale, bring that heel down, come back to that high lunge, hands down through heart center. We're going to take that twist to the left. Twist from the waist. Gaze over those hands. Notice how it feels in the body here. Does it feel good? Does one side feel more comfortable than the other? Does one side feel more easeful? Is there resistance? That's normal. We're human, we're not made symmetrical. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, frame that front foot, step back into down dog. Take that dog for a walk. Shift the weight forwards to high plank. Option to drop the knees. Exhale, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, rise up through cobra. Curl the toes under, lift back into down dog. Take that dog for a little walk. Holding here, bring those feet together. Bend the knees and either step or hop the feet through to a seated position. We're going to take some time to bring ourselves down onto our mats. We're going to take it slow, so scooch forwards to the top of the mat if you need to. Feet firmly planted, roughly about hip width apart. Keep those knees bent. Belly button draws in, shoulders roll back and down away from the ears, chest open, chin to chest, belly button draws in. We can hold on to the thighs here if we want, or we can release. We're going to lean back about 45 degrees. Take an inhale, raise that right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left. Exhale, lower. Take one more each side. And if it feels good, we can stay here with this movement, noticing how our bodies feel. Or if it delights you, maybe lift both feet together. Lower down. Remember, belly button draws in, shoulders away from the ears. Chin to chest. Chest open. And if this feels good, we can continue here, or we can release those hands. We're just playing around with Navasana here, boat. And if it feels good, maybe we take those legs just a little bit higher. Bring them down. Extend. Bring them down. And let's play some more. So maybe hug those knees into the chest, and as you exhale, extend into Navasana. Bring everything in. Exhale, extend. It's an option. We can keep the feet flat to the mat. We can come straight back here at any point. We're still going to feel it in those abdominal muscles. Take one more. Bring yourself to Navasana, feet firmly planted, shoulders roll back and down. We're going to take ourselves down to our mats. So we're going to come about halfway down, or just to our tipping point. It's where we feel the shakes. That's normal. Those shakes mean we're getting stronger. Shoulders roll back and down, chin to chest, chest open. Gaze straight ahead. Belly button draws in. Lower a little bit more. Hold here. We're going to feel those lower back muscles. You are strong. Take it to about 1 inch above the ground. Hold here. Inhale, lift up slightly. Exhale, lower all the way down. Hug those knees into the chest. Hold here. Take that left hand to the outside of the right knee. Draw those knees down to the right side, the left side. Extend the arms out. Take the gaze to the right hand. We're going to hold here for 3 rounds of breath. Take that breath into the right side of the body. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Draw those knees back up to center. And grasp onto the soles of the feet here if it feels good for a happy baby. And if it's common for you to sway from side to side here, maybe see how it feels to find peace in the stillness for a change. Or if you're always still, maybe explore that movement. Notice how it feels in those hips. Notice how the spine feels, the shoulders, and hold. Take 3 breaths. Bring those knees together. Take the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Draw those knees down to the right side. Extend those arms out. Take the gaze to the left hand. Breathing into the left side of the body here. Taking an inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. 2 more times. And draw those knees back up to center. Bring the feet firmly planted into the ground, roughly about hip width apart. Bring those palms to the ground, and we can either stay here or, if it feels good, take an inhale and gently lift those hips towards the sky for bridge. And we can stay here if you want, or if it feels good, if it delights you, roll those shoulder blades in. It's an internal rotation. And it allows us to interlace our fingers behind our back, makes it a little bit easier, brings height to this shape, and for some people creates a feeling of space in the throat and the chest so that it feels more comfortable to breathe. Everyone's different. If this doesn't feel good, come back down to bridge without interlacing the fingers. And if that doesn't feel good, come back down, lie on the back. Essentially, we're in camel here. We're just doing it lying down. I struggle with camel. I don't really enjoy how it feels, but I love bridge. So it's a nice alternative for some people. Take an inhale, lift those hips a little bit higher. Exhale. 1 more time, inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, roll out those shoulders if you've interlaced your fingers, and lower those hips down to the ground, and either bring the feet together so the knees drop out, or bring the feet to the long edges of the mat so the knees drop in, or extend those legs out completely and bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest, closing off the eyes. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. And staying with your power breath here, take 5 more rounds. And slowly come back to your natural rhythm of breathing. And take some time here to think about how you would like your day to go. visualize the interactions and see yourself in complete control. And then slowly come back to your rhythm of breathing. Come back into the room, back into your body. Bring some movement to the fingers and the toes. Maybe stretch those legs long, arms overhead. Maybe even invite a yawn here. And in your own time, in your own way, find yourself up in a comfortable seated position, whatever that may feel like for you. And when you get there, bring your hands to your heart center, palms together. And then start to rub those palms, feel that warmth, heat and energy start to build. Place the hands over the eyes. Feel that warmth, heat and energy resonate throughout your entire body. And as you breathe here, I'm going to leave you with some words to take into the rest of your day and your week for those moments when you need to come back to yourself, when you need to breathe, when you need to feel refocused and empowered. I am here. I am present. I am in control. I am here. I am present. I am in control. I am here. I am present. I am in control. Keeping the eyes closed, start to draw the hands away, place them one on top of the other at your heart center. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale everything out with a sigh. And as we do, we say thank you to the Krishnamacharya and Iyengar lineage of yoga and to all of the teachers and practitioners who came before us. Thank you so much for your practice this morning. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please pop them in the chat box or unmute yourself. I'm gonna hang around for a couple of minutes just in case anyone has, but I encourage you to take a moment, make yourself a cup of tea, and write down in your journal how you're feeling, set your intentions for the day, set your affirmations, and you know, just give yourself a couple of minutes before you get on with the rest of your day. I'm going to be obviously sending you this in the replay, so keep an eye out for that and you have lifetime access to all of these replays. But this Well Revolution is my baby, if you like, and it's really part of something bigger that I have planned that I want to offer to you. So details of that will be coming in this email, so please do keep an eye out for it, and especially with those of you who practice with me in person as well. You know, I'm hopeful that it's something that you can enjoy as well as continuing your in-person practice as well. So as I say, if you've got any questions, ask me now or pop it in the chat box, or send me a quick message. I'm sorry for that interruption at the beginning. But I hope that you all have a lovely, lovely rest of the day. And as I say, for those moments when you need to feel a bit of strength, come back to this practice. Thank you. Take care. Have a lovely rest of the day.
Bye.
Bye.